Hello, my friend. I'm Wes Schaeffer, the Sales Whisperer. Welcome to the Sales Podcast, episode 350. I'm Wes Schaeffer, the Sales Whisperer, your host. Today, I figured I'd try something a little different. I recently came out with my new book, The Sales Whisperer Way, and it was brought to my attention that I should do an audio of this book. So what I figured I would do is experiment a little bit with the video, with the audio, and go through this opening chapter. I give this as a part of most of my keynote talks when I talk about how Jiu-Jitsu applies to life, how it applies to being an entrepreneur. So I figured it would be good to share it on the sales podcast as well. If you'd like an autographed copy of the book, go to 79stories.info, 79stories.info, and I will sign one of those for you and get it in the mail. Also, when you visit that page, you can buy up to 5 at a discount. If you'd like to buy more than that, hit the Contact Us page and let me know how many, and I'll give you a bulk discount on that. But let's go through this first chapter, so you can get a feel for it, a little bit of flavor, and you'll understand kind of what goes on in the mind of the sales whisperer, both in business and sales and in jiu-jitsu. So if you are if you're watching the video of this, then you'll see. If you're listening to the audio, I've got a picture of a placard, of a poster that we have at my jiu-jitsu studio. And I will go through it as I wrote it, as I gave my flavor based on on what's on that poster. Okay. So it says, the picture on the previous page is of a poster on the wall at the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu studio at which I've trained since January 2017. Replace the word jiu-jitsu with entrepreneurship or business or sales or parenthood or marriage and reread it. The first sentence says, everyone gets into jiu-jitsu out of genuine interest. You probably thought it would be fun or exciting or liberating or easy to get into sales, to launch a business, to marry the man or woman of your dreams. Face it, you have to be a certain type of person to let someone who is trying to hurt you get that close. Now, I hope your spouse is not trying to hurt you physically, but anytime you open your heart, you are vulnerable to being hurt. And when it comes to business, which is nothing without sales, your prospects don't care if you stay open or not, as long as they get a great price from you. So are you ready for that kind of crazy? But there seems to be a certain number of individuals that think the journey is easy and every moment will be filled with joy. You see people looking for the easy button every hour of every day. They think that because they care and because they use organic ingredients and because they donate to PETA or drive a Prius, their customers will love them, their staff will love them, and they'll never have a single argument at home. And their kids will eat their vegetables and brush their teeth without asking. It's not. I'm sorry if you were looking for a trigger warning, but there are no safe spaces on the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu mat in this book or in real life, upon which this book is based. But at least I didn't sneak up on you. I open with this message of tough love. Can you handle it? Good, because it gets better and it will help you in every area of your life. For the first year or so, you will make a lot of mistakes. You won't be good. When you learn to walk, feed yourself, ride a bike, roller skate, hit a golf ball, play the piano, you were bad. But anything worth doing is worth doing poorly until you get good at it. This applies to your relationships, your career, and the business you want to launch. Continuing on with the poster, you will come to every class. You will have a lot of potential, but nothing will click. You will buy courses and books, attend conferences, and read blogs, hire staff and consultants, join expensive masterminds, and waste time and money on social media and paid ads, but nothing will work. Everything you did before, all your accomplishments, forget them. They will not keep you from getting smashed. Oh, you were prom king in high school and you think that means something to your wife that you didn't meet until 2 years after college? Oh, you won the 8th grade science fair, so you think your prospects shouldn't question the ingredients in your new green shake mix? Oh, you won the hot dog eating contest at your fraternity all 8 years of undergrad on your daddy's dime, so you think you should be promoted to sales manager the first time you actually make quota 1/4? Get a life and get ready to get punched in the nose. A lot of people never get past this stage. They quit. People quit marriages after months or even weeks. They bounce from job to job after a year or less. They raise money for the greatest idea ever, only to close their doors and leave town in the dead of night. And I can't count how many people have signed up for JiuJitsu and quit after their first week, first month, or within days of getting their blue belt. Heck, I had a guy just quit after trying. Actually hurt his rib falling down on me. But I digress. In fact, most people don't have a hard year. They have a hard few. That's life. Nothing worth doing is ever easy, but we believe what we see on TV and think we can solve world hunger and earn a gold medal in 43 minutes. People aren't just sitting by the phone with their credit cards in their hands waiting for you to call them. And whatever tool, technology, or tactic you used to reach them last year is barely working this year and won't work at all next year. So stay on top of your game, continue to practice, drill, rehearse, evolve, test, measure, adapt, and overcome. We know we have some missing links, but we are one step away from a major breakthrough. We just don't know the solution. How many times have you seen and even shared the Edison quote, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work"? Isn't that inspiring? Isn't that motivating? Isn't that nostalgic? Isn't it also mostly crap? I mean, sure, it's true, and he probably said it, and he probably believed it. But he was a unique individual who was well-funded and had a friggin' army of scientists and staff working for him and developing other projects that lined his pockets quite nicely. When you have a wife and an 11-month-old son and you're on unemployment when your second son is born, you're ready to go to work at the post office by the second or third failure, and I guarantee you that you don't have the runway for 10,000 tries. Everyone goes through this. Hi, my little snowflake. Yes, you're special and unique, just like everyone else. And if you're just starting out or still in this stage, you have to realize it's normal. And all you have to do is put in more time on the mats. The problems you face, divorce, drug, alcohol abuse, bankruptcy, foreclosure, repossession, failed businesses, infidelity, lawsuits, DUI, miscarriages, all the above have been faced and overcome by millions of people and are being handled with aplomb. So suck it up, wipe away your tears, and get back to getting after it. Write more ads, create more blog posts, send more emails, attend more trade shows, make more cold calls, send more direct mail, modify your product offerings. Be the first to arrive, last to leave. Pour more gas on the fire, make another pot of coffee, show up 30 minutes earlier, stay 30 minutes longer, hire another coach, invest in another program, just keep going. Doesn't matter if you have to tap a little more, cry a little harder, drill a little longer. Yes, sometimes you will want to cry, sometimes you will cry. Some days things will click, but many days you will discover 100 ways to not succeed. All you will do is tap out from sunrise to sunset. It's only by putting in sustained and focused effort that you will begin to reach the next level. Each time your idea fails, it is instructive, but you must keep an open mind to see, understand, and recognize how to apply that lesson to your next effort. The result of this will be technique as good as those who came before you, and the medals on your wall will clink every time you shut the door, and your belt will look older than you. The C students hire the B students to manage the A students. Mark Cuban, Jeff Bezos, Martha Stewart, Oprah are not from another planet. They're not divine beings. They were just focused and tenacious. How driven are you? If you've checked your email or social media accounts in the 3 minutes it has taken to read this, I'd say you're not very focused, driven, or committed. But at least you know now, and if you can measure it, you can improve it. It's going to take a while. That's normal. You just have to roll through the hardships and sometimes push through the pain. As I write this, both of my knees hurt that require an extra 20 minutes of stretching and warm-ups to train. My right hand knuckle at the base of my pinky has been jammed for 8 days. So I've been essentially fighting with one hand for a week. It'll probably be another week before it's healed. And both elbows have knots in them from gripping, so I can't push off a heavy opponent easily. Oh yeah, my rib cage is also sore, which makes me less able to withstand the pressure of even a smaller opponent. But you know what I'll do today? For the 5th time this week, train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for at least 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours. But only after waking up at 5 a.m. on a Saturday to write for 3 hours. Yes, I'd like a little more sleep. Yes, I'd like my body to not be battered and bruised. Yes, I'd like my business to grow faster, my belly to grow slower, and my kids to grow slower still. But I'm willing to do what it takes for as long as it takes to get where I want to be in all areas of my life. My goal is to help you do the same with this book and the programs and consultings I offer. Now go sell something. So as I said, that's chapter 1 of the book. This picture, this poster, I'll read through it just in its entirety so you get the flow of it. But I use this. I referenced it when I spoke in Slovenia right after Thanksgiving. I'm using it in a lot of my talks because it's so true. Right? It says everyone gets into jiu-jitsu out of genuine interest. Face it. You have to be a certain type of person to let someone who is trying to hurt you get that close. But there seems to be a certain number of individuals that think the journey is easy and every moment will be filled with joy. It's not. For the first year or so, you will make a lot of mistakes. You won't be good. You will come to every class. You will have a lot of potential, but nothing will click. Everything you did before, all of your accomplishments, forget them. They will not keep you from getting smashed. A lot of people never get past this stage. They quit. In fact, most people don't have a hard year. They have a hard few. We know we have some missing links, but we are only one step away from a major breakthrough. We just don't know the solution. Everyone goes through this. If you're just starting out or still in this stage, you have to realize it's normal. And all you have to do is put in more time on the mats. Be the first to arrive, last to leave. Doesn't matter if you have to tap a little more, cry a little harder, drill a little longer. It's only by putting in sustained and focused effort that you will begin to reach the next level. The result of this will be technique as good of those who came before you, and the medals on your wall will clink every time you shut the door, and your belt will look older than you. It's going to take a while. That's normal. You just have to roll through the hardships and sometimes push through the pain. Social media and our online world, always connected, it is jacking us up. You need to unplug and disconnect. You need to read more, watch less. It's making us jealous. It's making us envious. But it's all fake. It's fake. It's one-dimensional. Okay, I know. I coach a lot of these people. Things look great. I know people that partnerships are dissolving because they have no money, yet they're winning awards. You know, top 40 under 40, 30 under 30, whatever, all these silly things. And it's fake. So stop letting so many things give you so much input. You know, as I record this today, a friend of mine, it's her birthday. She just turned 49. She says she goes running for 49 minutes. So every year she runs for a number of minutes as her birthday. You know, I hate running. She says she loves it, puts in her headset and, you know, kind of zones out. It's like, that's why I love swimming, because I don't have a headset. I have no music. So 30 minutes to 90 minutes, depending on what I'm working on. It's just my thoughts, my breathing. That's why I love jiu-jitsu. No cell phones, no nothing. It is literally life or death. You got somebody trying to choke you, break your arm, break your wrist, break your shoulder, dislocate your knee, break your ankle, crush your sternum. You're pretty focused on that right then and there. You need to do the same thing. You need to find something that helps you clear your brain. We're too hung up. We think things are easy and they're not. We think something's wrong with us if we don't have a 6-figure income or a 6-figure residual income or a 6-figure month or a 6-figure day or a 7-figure business or a 10-figure business or a 10-figure buyout exit strategy. It's just, you're good at what you do. You should be, right? You should strive to get better. Be happy being you. Work on you. Be happy where you are. Yes, you strive for more. Yes, there are areas that need working on, that maybe you have an ability to invent or experiment with things. And yes, you want to improve things, but you can be happy. You can be content, let's say. Happy, I think, it's a BS word. We weren't put on this earth to be happy. We're supposed to seek joy. We're supposed to seek fulfillment. We're supposed to suffer. We're supposed to work. We're supposed to get stronger and tougher. Even Adam and Eve, before they bit the apple, they had to tend to the garden. So even in utopia, God wanted us to work. And there was a wall, right? That's what a garden is. They didn't have the whole world. They had an area. They had a garden. They had a portion carved out of the wilderness. They were protected from it. Then they fell from it, right? So now we're supposed to struggle, strive, get better, fight entropy, right? Fight the deterioration, which is what's normal in the universe. We do that by getting better, by getting stronger. Like it says, putting in the time. Talk about having, a belt that looks older than you in jiu-jitsu. That's a good thing. That's where the whole martial arts, the white belt to the black belt comes in. When you're brand new, you're given the white belt. And it becomes black through effort, through sweat, through getting thrown and tossed and mounted, just getting ground into the dirt. It gets black. So as your belt gets darker, it's an indicator, it's an outside indicator of the inside. How much better have you gotten? Very few people want to put forth the effort. Jeff Bezos has put forth the effort. Mark Cuban put forth the effort. Bill Gates put forth the effort. Steve Jobs put forth the effort. Okay? Put forth the effort. If I can help you with that, let me know. I train harder and better because I have a team. I have a great coach, Ricardo Huimaris, literally the number one in the world in his division. I've got a bunch of partners. I go on Tuesdays at noon. We do no-gi. Another professor teaches that class. Ricardo's not even there, and it's a small group. I know these guys and gals. We work with one another. We rotate. I fight younger. I fight older. I fight smaller, bigger, shorter, taller. Because as I'm evolving, and we're all hurt all the time. Like I wrote in the book, this hand is hurt. Well, now it's been over 2 months. I'll be over 2 for sure. Knuckle still hurts. Well, and I jammed the right finger, and I jammed the thumb, so the whole hand just hurts still. My knees still hurt. So you fight differently. It's kind of like golf. You can play the same course every day, and it's a different course. The tee box is set up somewhere else. The holes are placed somewhere else. It's windy. It's wet. It's different. Jiu-jitsu is the same way. I can fight the same guy over and over again, but how am I feeling? Am I hurt? Or do my elbows hurt? Do I have to try different moves because of my own imperfections, my own hindrances right now? That's life. It's never going to be perfect. When you launch, it's going to be perfect. How do you handle the missteps, the miscues? That's why having a good coach, having a good team matters. All right. That's why I have the Make Every Sale program. Get the help you need. You get me live every week, plus our private group. You can ask questions every day and I answer them. Because quite often, typically, we don't need our hands held all the time. There's an obstacle. There's just one little issue. And if somebody's there to help us fix it, boom, we're good. Run on to the next. So that's why I make the private group, to get you the help when you need it. Okay? But invest in yourself. Have the confidence to invest in the tools and the program and the education to get you where you need to go. Okay? That's the Make Every Sale program. I mentioned my talk in Slovenia. I'm doing a lot more keynote speaking. I'm speaking in Florida in May. I've been contacted about speaking in Vegas in early February, actually on my daughter's birthday. But I'm happy to go. She's going to be 19. She doesn't want me hanging out with her anyway. But if you're looking for a speaker for your association, for your event, go visit hirethebestspeaker.com. Okay, hirethebestspeaker.com. I will probably discuss this picture to your group, but I will customize my talk. You know, it's around sales, it's around marketing, it's around leadership. I bring in my years at the Air Force Academy and in the active duty Air Force, playing football for Air Force, being a father of 7. I weave all those in because they all apply. Okay, so you know, go back and listen to this. If you have a chance, go find the video. I'll upload it to Vimeo and embed it on the website. Probably upload it to YouTube as well. So you know, watch the video, look at the poster. You know, let this really sink in. Your struggles are normal. Okay, you can quit at any time. So for the next hour, for the next day, for the next week, don't quit. Okay, just keep going. If you need some help, reach out. You know, the old proverb, you know, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with a team, go with a partner, right? You want to go far in life. So surround yourself with a good team that'll help you get there. All right. So thanks for listening. If you watch this, thanks for watching. Don't go sell something.